Glorious day to you, my friends. Welcome to Shine, Stargate Heart, Illuminate Your Natural Essence. It is day number 71, where we are exploring our heart centers by chanting Om Mani Padme Hum 108 times, using the mala of joy, and we're doing this for 108 days. We are on day number 71, where we are subtly working with Vishuddha, the throat chakra, the sound chakra, the Akash chakra, the truth chakra, see, the purity chakra. It's also the filter. So, today they want to talk about Akash. Each of the chakras goes up in entropy, and when we go down, it goes down, it increases in density. So the mala of joy, we break up the 108 seeds into 9 groups of 12, or we break up the 108 days into 9 groups of 12. We're in the Vishuddha group, where each of the 9 groups represents one of the chakras in our Merkaba, our light body, our ascension vehicle, which creates our auric field. And down at the bottom of our Merkaba, with the most density, is Vasundhara, the heart of Gaia. And at the top of our Merkaba is the least amount of density, the soul star chakra. Vasundhara is the earth star chakra. The soul star chakra, Vyapini, the goddess who is everywhere. Now, the root chakra has a little less density than Kusha Vasundhara. Svadhisthana, the sacral chakra, where the self is established, the water chakra, has a little less density than Muladhara. There's more movement in the elements. And then next up is Manipura, the solar plexus chakra, the fire chakra. It has even more movement, or more arrangements. Since we're dealing with entropy as we go up, that's the number of possibilities of arrangements that the elements can have, or the components of the elements. Then we go to Anahata, our heart center, the air chakra. Fire travels through the air. And air, the molecules are moving faster, they're more excited, or they have more arrangements, more possibilities of arrangements. They are less dense. The air molecules are further apart, and they can move around easily. And now we get to Vishuddha, the Akash. We'll get back to Vishuddha for a second. Anya or Agnya, the third eye chakra, the light chakra, insight. Our crown chakra. Sahasrara, the thought chakra. Our thoughts travel way faster than sound or light. And then at the top of our Merkaba, Vyapini, the soul star chakra, the goddess who is everywhere. 444. There were so many animals around this. We're back at the Weeping Bottle-Brush tree at Crescent Lake Park here in St. Pete. Day number 2 with no sweater. So I'm a happy camper. Blue jays, parakeets, squirrels, everybody was quiet. But then as soon as I started recording, parakeets flew by and were squawking. And I was here for about 10 minutes. Anyway, the Akash. Space, ether. One way of looking at it is the Akash is the space in between all the molecules. So if the air contains the air molecules and they're moving around really fast, the Akash is all those spaces where those elements can go. It's laying out the grid or the space, so ukura shahekata, for the arrangement of molecules, which makes sense because the sound is the vibration that travels through the medium, through the air. And if you think about it, nothing is actually touching each other. Even if you look inside an atom, the electron is orbiting the nucleus. It's not touching it. It is attracted to it. We say it's bound to it, and that that elements bond to each other, like to create water, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen atoms. But they're not really bound. They're bound by law, the laws of the universe. They're bound by attraction because they're attracted to each other. And they're doing, there's many types of chemical bonds. One of my favorite is the covalent bonding. Little squirrel over there just perked up. What? Covalent bonding? Yes. It's where they share electrons. Because they both decide to create something new. Shh, don't tell anyone. The consciousness of a hydrogen atom and the consciousness of another hydrogen atom and the consciousness of an oxygen atom decide to co-create something. Scientists think that they're following other laws of the universe. But I invite you scientists out there to take any 2 hydrogen atoms and any one, just isolate those 3 atoms. Try to force a bond. Did you ask nicely? Anyway, so I like to think of the Akash as a field of possibilities. And when we use our intention and the sound from us, and the parakeet concurs, when you use your intention and your sound to send it out, your vibration, along with the vibration of your voice, and happy full moon. Technically, the apex is tomorrow morning. Maybe I'll go to the beach and do a moon set and a sunrise video. We shall see. The possibilities. What are the possibilities? We'll talk about the possibilities during the full moon manifestation. It's what you prefer. Just like the hydrogen and the oxygen atoms. Do they prefer to bond? Do they not prefer to bond? The Holy Fire always respects free will. I guess they're done talking. Yeah, exactly. Guess they're done talking about the Akash and the field of possibilities. Maybe that's what this video is called, the field of possibilities. Embodying the Akash, the field of possibilities. Thank you. Just saw another orange monarch. I saw one while coming here, singing my song with a skip in my step. The reminder of joy and bliss. They can concur again. The field of bliss. Maybe that's it. Embodying the field. Embodying the possibilities of the field of bliss. The truth of Akash. Ooh, that was just 11:11. So that's the title. Cool. Got nothing left. Water is life, my friends. Kanata utara rashanahal hashahia asananaka. So I invite you to close your eyes. And let us focus our awareness on our breath. As we slowly and consciously lengthen our breath, as we feel how it feels to breathe in, and we feel how it feels to breathe out. As we feel the cool air enter our lungs, and we feel the warm air exiting our lungs. As we feel our ribcage expand, and as we feel our ribcage collapse. A few more breaths on your own. Now let us focus our awareness on our heart centers. For in our heart center is the home of our holy fire. And our holy fire is the source of our bright light. That it cannot be dimmed. We can only perceive that it is dim. By our thoughts, by the collection of karmic debris. Life happens. It is a natural process. And every breath that we take with intention creates more cracks in this debris in the Aryashako, clears away some of the debris in the Aryashako Hotorashaka, and allows more of our already bright light to shine through in the Aryashako Hotoroshako. Thus increases the perception of our bright light. increases the feeling of our bright light, and increases the bright light that we share with all others. As we invite and allow the holy fire to flow in, through, and around us, in every way and everywhere and every when, naturally, effortlessly, completely, without judgment, without prejudice, full of unconditional love. And we ask the Holy Fire to only allow in that which is for our highest good and the highest good of all. And let us start the divine flow if you have not done so already. Let us take the energy from our heart center and move it up through the chakras, enter into the highest source of consciousness, get more pure holy fire, bring it back down, purifying the chakras, and grounding the energy effectively, then returning to the heart center. So let us take this energy and move it up through Vishuddha, through Anya, Sahasrara, Vyapini, Nyarya Shohokoto Urhakaya Ashaheka Asatatiryata, through all the realms, into the highest realm, into the highest source of consciousness, the only source of consciousness, where there is no ego, where there is only unconditional love, where there is no judgment, where it always respects free will, and where the power is unlimited, Let us bring back more pure holy fire, down through the realms, and through Vyapini, purifying it, through Sahasrara, purifying it, through Anya, purifying it, through Vishuddha, purifying it, and back into Anahata, our heart center, combining the energy thoroughly and purifying Anahata. Now let us ground this energy effectively, and purify the lower chakras, moving it down through Manipura, purifying it, Svadhisthana, purifying it, Muladhara, purifying it, Vasundhara, purifying it, growing roots down into Mother Earth, Nihukotura Ushanahatakahe, Sihikotoru Hatadada, down, deep into the heart of Gaia, wrapping those roots around the heart of Gaia, Nahakahasa Tiyariata, giving her a great big hug, Nuhurusha Eakatarahasa, and bringing back her grounded love, Nuhukura Hashasa Eakatukoresha, up through the root system, Nihurota Atakayaha, through Vasundhara, Muladhara, Svadhisthana, Manipura, and back into Anahata, our heart center. Combining this energy, and let us turn over to our inner being without any conscious thought to continue this divine flow. Nohuturu hushaya akatatara arsanahatakayhesha itukurtaha kanahataraha isoso utanahayaha. And now on the out breath with intention, let us push this energy out of our heart center, out of every one of our chakras, out of our physical bodies, out of our auric field, our light body, and out into every aspect of our awareness, through all of the elements and all of the spaces between all of the elements in every aspect. In every way, and everywhere, and everywhere. Now let us create in our mind's eye a chest of your creation. And let us put in this chest all of our anger, all of our worry, all of our fears, all of our doubts, our to-do list, our shopping list, our homework list, everything that's going to happen later today, the rest of the weekend, anytime in the future, anything that has already happened today, anything that has happened this weekend already, or any time that has happened in the past. Let us just put it in the chest. Let us also put in our guilt, our shame, our grief. Just put it in the chest. Let us also ask our inner being to also put in what it feels no longer serves us, and what also might distract us from the chant, from the counting, from our breath, and our time with the energy. Now let us close this chest, and let us set it aside. It shall be there for you at the end of meditation, if you so desire. We will start off with one Aum. We will then chant Om Mani Padme Hum 108 times on the 8 count, using the mala of joy. The default track will keep count, so will I. And the default track will let us know when we move up to the chakras, so will I. I'll raise my hand. And the default track will also let us know when we're on the last one. And we will close out with one Aum. Nihorota Arahashayaka Iskoto Urhanata Atada Harkeata Ataraha. And a breath in for Aum. Aum. Starting off with Vasundhara, and a breath in to chant. Om Mani Padme Hum Itakahata Rahashi Sohoko Om Mani Padme Hum Achukohoro Utorohona Asa Ichota Ur Hakana Hatati Om Mani Padme Hum Atukorata Ashohokoro Husanata Irata Ichoto Urhanata
Mani Padme Hum.
Achukurota Anata Atara Ishaya Atakarihisa
Om Mani Padme
Achkiere
Hum.
Taanahasaya Achuro Hu Tanata Karihi Ichikahara
Om
Asahaya
Mani
Atarahe
Padme Hum.
Achukurota Anaha Ishaya Atara Akanaha Sayarata Achoro Hu
Om
Tanata Arihi
Mani Padme
Achukuhura
Hum.
Atakahe Ichahata Ishosho Unahata Ariheto
Om
Uchikahaya Atara
Mani
Hasaya
Padme Hum.
Achukuhoro Ta'a Ashihiaka Asanahatita Achoto
Om
Utanata Arihe
Mani Padme
Ashahayaka
Hum.
Asanahatati Achukuhoro Ta'a Ashahayaniti Atara
Om
Achihito
Mani Padme
Uganata Arhe
Hum.
Achukuhorata Achihi Anna Hasa Akaha
Om
Aturo
Mani
Oshana
Padme
Achihiaka
Hum.
Isha Atanata Uruhuka Asana
Om
Ashahioko
Mani Padme
Anaha.
Hum.
Moving up to Muladhara.
Om Mani Padme
Takahia
Hum.
Ta'atarhi Achukuhuro to Utur Hana Atakahe Achuhuto to
Om
Unahateti
Mani Padme
Achukuhuro
Hum.
Ta'a Atukuro to Unahasira Aturo Hoshanahata
Om Mani
Atukuro Hutana
Padme
Atahe
Hum.
Achukuhuto Utanata Arhitora Isha Tarhana Aga
Om Mani
Achukuhurota
Padme Hum.
Atukuruta Utonahasa Itoro Okanahata Arti Atukuruta
Om
Asha
Mani Padme
Atukuruta Ana
Hum.
Ashuhutuhu Achihiata Arhana Achukuhurata
Om Mani
Achukuhura
Padme Hum.
Ichukuhuasa Aha Itoro Onahasa Itakahayata Ata
Om Mani
Achukuranaha
Padme Hum.
Atoro Okotaha Ishaya Tata Anaha Urahayata
Om Mani
Ashkahana Asaheta
Padme Hum.
Aturo Uhonati Achikaharata Ahe Ashohonoto Oro
Om Mani
Achukurata
Padme Hum.
Aturuhuna Ataha Achikahaya Asahanata Ati
Om
Aturo
Mani
Hukana
Padme
Ashahayaka
Hum.
Aturuhuna Ataharihi Ashahayaka Anata Ara
Om
Achkuhurata
Mani Padme
Ashihia Atanaha
Hum.
Sa'a Achuhuko Uruhuna Ashahayaka
Om
Arshihia Sahana
Mani
Isoko
Padme
Anaha.
Hum.
Moving up to Svadhisthana.
Om
Ututu
Mani
Ushani Itihiata
Padme
Ataraha
Hum.
Itohoroto Ashanahaka Ehe Itoro Ho Tanahora
Om Mani
Ichikahayata Atarahisana
Padme Hum.
Achkuhoroto A Ashahayaka Asanaha Itoro Hoto
Om
Utahanaha
Mani
Ashahana
Padme
Akahe
Hum.
Achikiariata Hatoto Aturo Hokanahasa
Om Mani
Achkuhorota A
Padme Hum.
Atukurona Hata'a Ishaya Tata Anaha Itukurota A
Om
Arshahaya
Mani
Asanahaso
Padme Hum.
Ashkiarahaso Ukotoro Ichata Ataharhetoro Arukoyata
Om Mani
Arshihisa Akana
Padme
Atatiria
Hum.
Achuhurto Uro Honata Ataka Ichikahari so Utoro Hana
Om Mani
Ichahayaha
Padme Hum.
Atukuroto Utono Ashihia Sasa Anakaheata
Om
Atukurucha
Mani
Ashihiaka
Padme
Asanata
Hum.
Arihiso Uturu Hushanata Atarahi Arwahashai
Om Mani
Ashahukorana
Padme
Atihita
Hum.
Arartakahe Arkuhonoto Urho Arashahaya asahaka.
Mani
Atutu urahata arihisa.
Hum.
Ashkonohoto urhota. Arkarhanata arihituru. Hituru
Om
hukanahata
Mani
arhi.
Padme Hum.
Kaihekeshaiha kaharaha. Ashahukonoru hototo hurta.
Om
Isha
Mani
nata ata.
Padme
Isohoto
Hum.
anaha. Moving up to Manipura.
Om
Hututu usha.
Mani
Itahana
Padme
ati.
Hum.
Atahatata arshahoko. Utukurusha eta haranahasa. Itukuruta anata arisa.
Mani
Ashahaya
Padme
atana.
Hum.
Ashahokoturu husa. Itata ar hartakana. Itukuryoto otorha.
Mani
Arshaha
Padme
asahe.
Hum.
Atukurashahe. Aturu unahakaha. Kushaha tar hasananiri.
Mani
Atukuto
Padme
to utanati
Hum.
iriata. Karahasa anata arha. Arshaho oto urokata.
Mani
Itiriata
Padme
anahata arhata.
Hum.
Kushuhukurha. Atakaranata arha. Itoro hokono oto
Mani
rusha
Padme
isa
Hum.
ana ata. Hitokurota atarhisha. Arawahasha eko hodoro.
Mani
Kata anata ahita
Padme
a.
Hum.
Konoto uroto oho. Arakaheta a. Arshana atatira.
Mani
Atuto
Padme
unahata arhita.
Hum.
Arahokotoro hota. Arshanahata arahakaya. Atuto uranata
Mani
arka.
Padme Hum.
Atukurahashaya. Atakanahatata arhata. Uturo ukanahata ati. Kitiariata
Mani
hata
Padme Hum.
Atukuroto uno. Ataharasha ayataha. Atoto ukanahata arha.
Mani Padme
Arawashay ekaha.
Hum.
Atukuroto uno hotoroho. Isha nata atita.
Mani
Arwahashay
Padme
anaha.
Hum.
Moving up to Anahata.
Om Mani
Anahasiyata.
Padme
Atutu
Hum.
utahatata arhashi. Kashahnata arhatata. Atukurosha hayata ana.
Om Mani
Achoto
Padme
utana.
Hum.
Achihirta a. Ashohoko uruhata. Atiti arahana ata.
Om
Atukoroto ata.
Mani Padme
Ashihika
Hum.
asaha. Ashihikanata atarahasai. Utoro
Om
utanata
Mani
atita.
Padme Hum.
Ashkohorota a. Atukuroshana hatakahe. Aturo u kanahata.
Om Mani
Arshahya
Padme
kasanahata.
Hum.
Atukuroshahe ata arha. Ituro hunoto utakahe.
Om
Atakarashahe.
Mani Padme
Ashkonoto
Hum.
uruhototo u. Hawa ashahya ka atiria. Niriara hatahatura.
Om Mani
Atukuriata ana.
Padme Hum.
Atukurutu uturuhusha. Isa sanata atitiaria.
Om
Atakuara hata
Mani
arihitura.
Padme Hum.
Konoto uruhuta. Iskanahasa eata.
Om
Aturo
Mani
utanahatata
Padme
arihi.
Hum.
Atakahayata ata. Iskanahasa eata hataraha.
Om
Atihiriata
Mani
ata
Padme
reshiata.
Hum.
Atawata arahataita. Atakahay itiriata ataraha.
Om
Ashuhuto
Mani
ukanahata
Padme
arihi.
Hum.
Ituro hukana atari. Kashahanata ara. Itahariacha
Om
atata.
Mani
Isoso
Padme
una
Hum.
anaha. Moving up to Vishuddha. Hututu
Om
utahatari
Mani
hita
Padme
arhashaye.
Hum.
Kichi anahati tukuru hata. Ishahanata are kotoro.
Om
Kataharanata.
Mani Padme
Ichihorota
Hum.
anahatita. Ichahata ati hidakari hatuta. Achiharanata.
Om Mani
Atihiriota ota.
Padme Hum.
Achihiri asa anaka ayata harti. Atakoarahasa, Atakiariasha Anata,
Mani
Itoro
Padme
Urkanahayara,
Hum.
Kichiko Rota, Ichihariata Urana, Isat Ati
Om Mani
Kuturu
Padme
Utanahati
Hum.
Tari, Arahashaya, Akohorana Taaraha,
Om Mani
Kunoto
Padme
Uhutita
Hum.
Ahatita, Kunoto Urhusa, Kanahasha E Kuturahasa,
Om Mani
Itoto Utadari
Padme
Hisaya,
Hum.
Akahaya Sha'artarihi, Kurhusana Atata, Hatiti
Om
Yari Hata
Mani
Anahati,
Padme Hum.
Utukuriashaha, Kunoto Urahutata,
Om
Hatiti Yari
Mani
Hakana
Padme
Atatariataha,
Hum.
Onoto Huruhata,
Om
Ashahaya Kaatahara,
Mani Padme Hum.
Kocho Oto Hutitiara, Ataharia Kahasana, Arakoho
Om
Shoyoto,
Mani
Arhiskanahati
Padme Hum.
Tiariahata, Aturo Ukana Ata Arheshaya, Arshohorata,
Om Mani
Ishkunahorota,
Padme Hum.
Anaha. Moving up to Anya. Hututu
Om
Urahaya,
Mani
Atatihariata
Padme
Anahasiya,
Hum.
Atukuru tu Utu Urshahe, Nitiariacha Ataharahaka,
Om
Achkuroto
Mani
Uto,
Padme Hum.
Achkuriata Asana Heakotoro, Itoro Utanata Arahatara,
Om
Arshkonoro
Mani
Hosha,
Padme
Arhiata
Hum.
Ata Harihitoro, Utoro Nata Karhiskata Araha, Arwashko
Om
Urohotoro,
Mani Padme
Arshahanigi
Hum.
Arsha Artuhuraha, Itata Ari Hisata Kayatoro, Uturu Hata
Om
Arahatanaha,
Mani Padme
Arhashai
Hum.
Heaka, Atukoroto Otona, Ishaya Ata Harata,
Om Mani
Korohusana Akahe,
Padme Hum.
Arhoshaya Kotoro Unahasa, Achocho Oto Urahatati
Om
Arihata,
Mani Padme
Arwashaheaka
Hum.
Asana, Atukoroto Una, Isa Saanahata Arihika,
Om Mani
Arwahashayaka,
Padme Hum.
Atukoroto Utorohosha, Isa Saanahata Tayarihata,
Om
Arwashayata,
Mani Padme
Achukuhurota
Hum.
Atitiaria, Atoto Ukanahata Ata, Ishahanata
Om
Arhasa
Mani
Eakotoro,
Padme
Arhashayaka
Hum.
Asa, Arhosho Ukorohota Arhana, Aturo Uka
Om
Ata,
Mani Padme
Itakarieta A,
Hum.
Arhukotoro Hotana Asa, Ishosho Uka,
Om
Itahariata A,
Mani Padme
Arshohokoto,
Hum.
Anaha. Moving up to Sahasrara. Hututu
Om
Ura,
Mani
Ishanahata
Padme
Titiaria,
Hum.
Atokoroto Otoro, Ashahayaka Asana, Itoto Ura
Om
Hasa
Mani
Anahakati,
Padme Hum.
Arashiaka Ata, Arahushoko Uruhutota, Atara Atanahata
Om
Arha,
Mani Padme
Ashkohorota
Hum.
A, Ishahaya Akatara Hiskanahata, Itoro Hoka Ata,
Om
Ishkanahati
Mani
Yariata Hata,
Padme Hum.
Atokoroto Oto, Ushahaya Asana, Itaria Atatahiria,
Om
Ashukunoto
Mani
Orota,
Padme
Arahasa
Hum.
Akaheacha, Atuto Urahana Akaheata, Ishahayaka
Om
Atarahasa,
Mani Padme
Arwasha Eaka
Hum.
Asanahata, Itoro Oka Acha Iakana, Ato Urota A,
Om Mani
Arwashaya
Padme
Akatara
Hum.
Asanahayata, Itorto Urahana Akaha, Arhasana Akati,
Om Mani
Arwashohokoto,
Padme
Akahashia
Hum.
Kanahasa, Arhusho Uto Urhanata Atahayaka,
Om
Arhiko Urota A,
Mani Padme
Ashihiariata
Hum.
Anahaka, Itoto oro hoka nahatayataha. Arohaka asana.
Om Mani
Ashoko orota
Padme
anaha.
Hum.
Itoto oro hata atakaheata. Ishkana hatara hisa.
Om
Arwahashia
Mani
ahata
Padme
arahata.
Hum.
Ichocho oro hoka nahatitiarea. Arahaka asaha.
Om
Armacho noto
Mani
orohata.
Padme Hum.
Itoto orahakayaha. Moving up to Vyapini.
Om
Hutu husha
Mani
hisanata
Padme Hum.
araheta atarahata. Itoto urhunata arihesa.
Om
Arkosho hoka
Mani
asa.
Padme
Arwashihiata
Hum.
arhana ati. Atuto urhanata ata. Ishkanata
Om
arihiandraha.
Mani Padme
Arakaheata
Hum.
atarahata. Ishkonoroto otorohutata. Ishaya
Om
atahariheta.
Mani
Arhuno
Padme
ta'a.
Hum.
Arhashaya katiti ariataha. Ototo urhanata ati.
Om Mani
Kushahayakanaha titi ariata.
Padme Hum.
Arwashihi kotoro. Ishaya atatara neariata. Punoto
Om
urhata.
Mani
Atakaharata
Padme
atita
Hum.
karyata. Arhosho okorohota. Atiti ariata hanata.
Om Mani
Arakosho hokoto
Padme
horata.
Hum.
Arshikihiata atara arkana. Atoto orohuta nahatakiara.
Om
Ashkanahata
Mani
arihita.
Padme Hum.
Arwashihi koto rohota. Atukuru hushanata ariataha.
Om
Atukurataha.
Mani Padme
Atukuriata
Hum.
anahasa. Atuto uhgata arihita. Atakahiata a.
Om Mani
Atukuriacha
Padme
atarahana.
Hum.
Atuto uhanata ayata. Arwashaheaka atara.
Om Mani
Achukurata
Padme
atanaha.
Hum.
Atiti areha. Last one.
Om
Otukuriata a.
Mani
Arshihiakaha.
Padme Hum.
Anahata. Stay here for as long as you like. Nihariyacha atokuruhuto rahataha. Maybe even pause the video. Niyoryoshohoto rata. To spend more time in the energy. Nihoroto rashayata hataha. When you are ready, Niyoryocho oto rota atara hanakati ariata. Slowly bring your awareness back to the here and now. Utukuryeshuhotoryoto. Maybe invite in some gentle movements. Niyokotoryeshikata. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes. Ukuturishikatara hanatakaryatakara. And when you are ready, Niyaryashahotorohakata. Slowly open your eyes and welcome in the new now. Huturo akaya atatakarya takutukura sakatara. I am going to wiggle my toes, my feet. Atakarya tukurya shakatata tata. Get some circulation back in them. Nioryoshiko otokara hatakara hatata. Congratulations, my friends. Niaryosho otora hakatiyariata. You have just completed day number 71 of Shine, Nioryocha Okotorataka, Stargate Heart. Illuminate your natural essence, Niorosho Katatariata. I encourage you to journal, Nioryocha Okotokariata 44, 44. Sorry, weeping bottle brush, Neoriocha otokurieta. I need to relax just a tad. Akatukuria shahatakare atakare hesatara. Part of what they told me is for tomorrow morning. Exactly. The dog concurs. Naati kariartohura hatakare shkatatiriata. For the full moon manifestation, Niariasha hokutura hasakatiriata. But they wish what they were talking about in the light language, no our shadow side is there for us when we're ready, as a reminder that, and they concur. It shows up as contrast, agitation, as a reminder from our inner being that there's a different viewpoint. There's a more blissful way of being, a more blissful way of manifesting. In that, when it comes into our awareness, that it's an opportunity, it's a possibility to release it. If we're stuck in our lower chakras, this is the law of attraction. If we're stuck in the law of attraction, if we're stuck in our lower chakras, then we're obsessed with our shadow side. Then we're going to manifest more contrast. If we're trying to escape our shadow side, then we're going to create, manifest, generate more proof that we're succeeding. But if you engage in the field of possibilities, that is holding on to the correct end of the magic wand, or your preferred end of the magic wand, the upper chakras are about the possibilities, more possibilities of creation, of allowing your bliss. The alarm went off in the vehicle during Vyapini, the goddess who is everywhere. The maximum of possibilities, the least dense, the most entropy, the most possibilities of everything to be arranged. Because many of us, including me, get caught in our head, get stuck by the distractions. Well, I thank you, parakeets, for perfect timing, 4747 that was, of offering the distractions of our mind, the monkey mind, the chatter that sounds like parakeets chirping at times. Yes, thank you. And the parakeets during Vyapini were talking about you can be distracted. And I'm laughing and laughing and laughing, talking about being distracted, or you can focus on your bliss and the possibilities of what you can create. And the parakeets were also super active at the higher end of Anahata and the lower end of Vishuddha. And the parakeets then, and the light language at that time, were talking about the embodiment of Anahata is the outflux. The radiation of Anahata radiates into Vishuddha and becomes the in-breath of Vishuddha and the baking of Vishuddha. There is no difference, basically, is what they were saying. There's no difference between Anahata and Vishuddha. Do y'all concur? It's hilarious. You are magic, you are joy, you are bliss. And it's okay if you don't see this infinite bliss that's inside you. Hope it's there. Wish it's there. Trust it's there. Uturya shakanati ariata. I don't know what you're dealing with. Deal with it. But I invite you to wish. I invite you to dream. The universe will let you know when it's time to take action. And maybe, as a possibility, if you're stuck in a mindset of fear or guilt or shame or grief, maybe take a few minutes and think about the possibilities of safety, the possibilities of creation, of joy, of love. At least if you're dreaming about it, that it's still in your vibration and in your awareness. Even if you are creating separation from it, that hope still brings it into your awareness. That's one of the other things that they were talking about, is that by living in the shadow of in the valley of the shadow of death, the valley of the shadow, death just is. Guilt just is. Shame just is. Grief just is. Fear just is. And you can either live on the crest of the past, you can surf that crest of the past, and you can live in the fear of what can happen, or you can live on the crest of the new now and surf the possibilities of how you can live your life and how you can create your life fearlessly, joyously, full of love, full of abundance, and full of possibilities. So I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. Shine on. And make it a great day. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else?